Hello, my adoring fans. So this is obviously the birthday episode. Probably part one because, but I still got to do my basketball, recap. But yeah, it was a surprise. We're playing against the best team with the guy who I really fucking hate because he's a little tricky cunt. Sorry for swearing, Dad. He's a little horrible little gremlin. But we beat him. So we won 38-31. At half time we were up as well, so it was a nice smooth cruise in the second half. We were up 19-17, so we're all pretty good. Now I wouldn't necessarily say that I contributed massively to this win because I made one of my three shots. No, I'll let Maddie do the optimism after I've done the pessimism. But it's like I got one of three shots. To be honest, the two I missed I really should have made as well. Like, not the end of the world because we were winning, but like if we'd lost by 2 I'd be a bit more guilty. And then I missed both my free throws, but I didn't practice my free throws, so that's fine. Yeah, exactly. So they don't count, right? So won against the most annoying guy, and he was Maddie was on the sideline, so he could hear all the goss. I could only, I was obviously playing, but he was being all aggy and like moaning at the ref and whining and getting very agitated.
Everyone was just done with his bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. Even the people on the court on his team weren't.
No, honestly, he'd go off and he was like shouting at the number guy and stuff. And like, his team would just keep playing. They were just like, oh fuck this guy.
Yeah. So
because he's just being ridiculous at this point.
It's like, and then the thing that I find very strange is he's like, at the end I overheard him being like, this game doesn't matter, it's just third game of the season. What really matters... Yeah, exactly. So firstly, why is it aggy? And then he's like, what really matters is what if this happens in the final? Like, I'm like, bro,
it's you.
Yeah. It's like, you just calm down and you'll be fine. Because they're definitely a better team, right? Individual players.
Yeah.
Like our teams, my Saturday team's not bad by any stretch. We're a very solid team, but we were down we didn't have 3 of our players or something today who were, 3 of, frankly, some of our best players. And we were making do and we were chugging along, like doing our thing. But we should have, objectively, we probably should have lost. They've got much better players. We normally lose to them, I'd say 3 out of 4 times,
Yeah, but the guy who was getting so angry, he just threw it off for the rest
Yeah, he was like bumming out his own team and like
his own team weren't getting in position.
Like, so what?
They're so distracted.
Well, so that's exactly what I heard. Is he would be like, he was getting mad. So I was there wasn't really anyone tall enough to mark me, right? So I was getting, and we had quite a few tall people, so we were getting quite a few rebounds, and out muscling people and outsizing and stuff. And he was just getting so aggy at them. He was like, man, I did all this work boxing my guy out, and you just go get out jumped. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm 4 inches taller than him, and and my arms are a couple of inches long. It's like, what do you expect him to do? Like, he's trying to. It'd be like me, it'd be me, someone getting mad at me if I get out rebounded by someone who's like 6'10". It's like, well, as long as you're trying, right? Like, what are you going to do against someone so much taller than you? So, yeah, I think it probably threw the game off. But anyway, Maddie, you said you had some optimism.
I did. Sorry, it was fun slagging off that guy.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I really, I was at one point actually hating him. Now I just try and...
It's just comical.
Yeah, now it's like...
It's just, honestly.
I think it's good to know that everyone else kind of feels the same.
And whenever he was so he does this thing where he overly claps.
Oh, yeah.
He goes like that. And now every time he gets fouled, everyone's all clapping, just to fuck with him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't quite
He doesn't get it because he's American, so he doesn't understand sarcasm.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, Maddie said something about a good block.
Yeah, you had a really good block.
Oh, yeah.
It was really clean.
Oh, yeah.
And the ref didn't call it because it was so clean, and that ref, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with his eyesight or something.
Well, maybe. I want to go suck up to him after the game to ask, so that he gives me preferential calls next time.
I think it's more where he was standing. He
yeah.
couldn't see
It is tough when there's only one ref, right?
Yeah.
It is tough.
And
especially when you've got someone mouthing off so much.
Yeah.
But because normally, if it was a calmer game, friendlier atmosphere, we'd kind of call our own fouls a little bit,
Yeah.
Like when Maddie and I play in Pimlico, if we foul someone, normally pretty, we're going to acknowledge it. But when the other team's being like that, you're like, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah, it was a bit touchy. But there was another one that I remember, a block. There was this, feel bad, man. I was basically bullying a child, but he was the height of Maddie.
The poor guy.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's a really good shooter and he's really quick and he's,
just literally went out and I
he was trying to take a three. I just swatted it out, and I saw in his eyes. He was like, man,
It's like a little bug.
Yeah, he
and
was like,
you just come along and you're like, ha.
he was like, this is fucking bullshit. Because like blocking a three is pretty rare. Like even I don't do them that often.
Yeah, but you were just like,
But yeah, that was
it's
fun.
because you had the other guy who was waiting under the hoop, so you could.
Yeah, exactly. No, so we had this guy who's not normally on the team, who's like a big lad, big boy. By boy I mean 50-year-old man, but like big lad. So he could do some of that. So I was a bit more free to roam. But yeah. No, anyway, fun game. And I guess much.
Oh, good layup.
I got one layup. That's it.
I saw it.
That's it. Nah, but it was a pretty good game. I think I played quite good defense. My favourite highlight, apart from the things we talked about, was when I played defense on the complaining guy. And like I was just defending him so well that he dribbled the ball out, and then he tried to claim that it was a foul that I pushed him out, he walked into me and bounced out, and I was like, no. Like I'm allowed to. But anyway, as you can tell, Maddie and I probably he's living in our head rent free, but at least he's living in very squalid conditions today. So
It's entertaining.
yeah, exactly. He big mad.
Yeah.
It would have been a totally different story if I'd lost this game. I'd have found it highly infuriating and been very upset about it. But fortunately, we won. So the birthday has, it's trending upwards on that front. But anyway, oh my God, 6 minutes 30 seconds. Is this the new PB? It is. Adios. Say bye.